Are we live? God, I hope so. The live chat is just a little bit delayed, it looks like, but yeah, there we are. We are live. What is going on, folks? Alex, aka Retro Horizon, bringing you guys Pokemon Colosseum. Dude, I didn't realize how they always change the legends on here. Because while watching the intro screen idle, it's been going between the legendary beasts and the legends, of course. And that's been going to the starters. Anyways, so, like on the title of this channel, or this video is, let's beat Colosseum for the first time. Because, funny enough, I never actually beat Colosseum. Never. It's weird, I beat XD a lot. But by the time I actually got a copy of Pokemon Colosseum, I kept getting busy with other projects, other games. I got, like, some of it done, but I didn't do a lot of it. Like, we're gonna start a new game because, the previous one, what's it called? That was from the Nuzlocke we failed a couple years ago. But it was never beaten. So we're just gonna beat it. And then we'll go and we'll get Ho-Oh and we'll do all that fun stuff. I just realized I've never done it myself. I do like Colosseum in the Ore region because you get a lot of Johto representation that you didn't really get in any of the other games. What is this man's doing? That cheesy smile. My God. Shout out to Espeon waiting in the sidecar. I love how every fight in this game is a double battle, too. Makes it for a very, very interesting gameplay. Also, you guys, look at my... Oh my god, angle it. I finally got Mysterio colored in on this arm. That's why I'm wearing the tank top today, because I am... This arm is in pain, because tattoo just got done. My leg is in pain, because, turns out I tore a tendon. Annoying. So it's got a brace. But yeah. Bagged yourselves a great catch too, but also be sure to fix up some good rewards. We get some good rewards? Those are such... That's a hover car. You know, I think I could tell you the gameplay of, XD way better than this one. But that's because as a kid, I could get a copy of XD. Colosseum, I could not. No matter how hard I tried as a kid. I didn't get it until, like, I think it was my senior year of high school when I finally got a copy. And believe it or not, I actually got 2 copies. By the time the police arrived, the ruined building, yeah, it's been abandoned. Basically what happened was I had ordered a copy from, online with GameStop. And then GameStop, they kind of, like, didn't send me a case to the game. So I complained, going like, yo, it said with a case. And I was just trying to get them to send me an empty case. And then, they sent me a second copy of the game instead. So I emailed them again, and I'm like, yo, I wanted a case, not an extra copy of the game. And they basically emailed me telling me to get over it. I was like, thanks guys. Alright, who am I supposed to talk with? The TV? Snag 'em as the gang. Yeah. The explosion will become apparent eventually. Do I, like, sit? Do I trigger this again? What am I forgetting? Do I leave? Do I just leave? Name's Willie. Got the urge to battle. Alright, Willie. Let's have a battle. Alright. Look at him. So much pink. A zigzagoon and a zigzagoon. I respect it. Like I said though, I do love how this game has all that Johto representation. So looking at the team, or looking at the Pokemon that'll be available to us, I think we're probably gonna show like a lot of Johto love. Like I know for a fact, I know he's not until the late game, but I do want a Heracross on the team. I definitely want him. I want Tyranitar, but that's not until like the final fight. But that's gonna be fine because I have to do that post-game stuff, and from the post-game, then going through that and getting Ho-Oh, and so he's fine for like the final team like that. Now I gotta remember we're using Gen 3 battle mechanics here, which means Dark type moves are gonna be special. There's so much about this game I need to like look up and check, and you'll probably be seeing me look stuff up constantly in this playthrough. Cool. I respect how you have one Pokemon who's like a level higher than the other for your two starters. Just a little bit interesting. Gotta go to Phoenix City. Alright. Phoenix City is important because that's where you get your first like starter. I get, like, quote-unquote, because it's not like these guys, which, by the way, I do want to take a look at these guys. Hardy Nature, Rash Nature. Rash isn't bad for the Espeon because it's plus special attack. I think it's, like, minus defense or special defense, one of the two. So that's not too bad. Hardy's neutral. Alright. Let's go to Fennec. And then out here we can get our first few Shadow Pokemon. And really start building up the team. Because one of the guys that I want you to get in this city, and that is Typhlosion. I know you get the Legendary Beast in the game, so I know Entei is in the game. But, frankly, I like Typhlosion more. Like, I don't want Feraligatr. I like Feraligatr. Feraligator's like the next closest one I'd get. But like Typhlosion is my favorite Gen 2 starter, so I'll go with him. Oh yeah, I'm stopping a kidnapping right now, by the way. I appreciate getting that nevermind text from one of my employees, because that's kind of hilarious. He asked me a question, and he immediately went like, wait, I'm stupid. Alright. You know, I crossed my legs thinking it would be a mistake, but every once in a while, like, if I keep my knee still for too long, that's really when some pain sets in. But this wasn't bad. I really like having Reflect and Helping Hand on Espeon. Oh. I meant to just click it to show it. It's going to be really helpful for catching Shadow Pokemon, though. Having Reflect. Having, Helping Hand is just going to be great to help for these fights. Okay, that's not bad. Espeon and Umbreon are also really good to have because they're the only guys who can level up on the team for a good minute. With the Shadow Pokemon, since they don't gain XP until they're purified, well, they'll be gaining XP, but it kind of like banks it. And then they don't actually like get it until after they're purified, and it gives them all their XP at once. Well, that sucks anyways, guys. Ah, shit. You don't need my help. Yes, I'll undo the knot. She's fine. That's sure. Just let that be Rui. That's fine. Interesting that they let you name her. I feel like she would have been like one of those side characters where they just kind of like gave her one, you know? Not like the rival where you can actually name them. But that's because with the rivals you can fight them and it like matters more, you know? Okay. Let's see. From here I have to do what? Bug the people in the shop to see if I can buy Pokeballs yet? I cannot. Maybe later in the game too, we might end up using the exploit for like infinite balls. Because I know Pokeballs are kind of like a hot commodity here. You can't really get them all over the place. I don't remember who I'm looking for right now. I guess I'm doing a fight. Do I get XP from this? Am I doing the right thing? I don't know. Take on some grass-type Pokemon. Interesting. I'm sorry, Sunkern and Hoppip? Alright. We definitely should be fine. I need to get a stronger Psychic move than Confusion on Espeon. Like, it works for now, but not that strong. Bullet Seed is kind of crazy, because it kind of looks like Scattershot. The bullets are Birdshot, let me tell you. 5. Whoa. Just teaming up on Umbreon, why don't you? Alright. Rude. Hoppip's out of here. And then Sunkern's out of here. Do I really have to do all 4 of these battles back to back if they're going to be this slow? I mean, I'm getting money at least. Alright. That's why it's like, I don't think I'm supposed to be doing that right now. Not this. I mean, maybe I was supposed to do that. Rui, where am I going? Alright. I thought I froze the game for a second because it took more than a second to load. Do I have to go to Pyrite? Do I go in here? Oh, where's the plot? Rui, tell me where to go. God damn it. Alright, eventually found the building. Alright. I like how that's casually just like the big bad. Or really this guy is, he's the final boss, but whatever. A Pokemon that gave off a black aura was like a fighting machine. Alright. There it is. Now I'm supposed to go to the gym. Right? I'm hoping. Right? Alright, Justine, now do I talk to you? Or do I go to the stadium? Not Justy. Justy is kind of useless. So much running around triggering plot points. Oh, shut up. You're talking so much. Oh, that was so much text for no reason. Alright, there's nothing going on here. Unless, am I supposed to talk with her and she says it's not open yet? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, you had to trigger that first. Alright. A little bit of trying to find the right guy to trigger some story. That's a little shocking. That's all she says. That's crazy. She just found out I'm a freaking... that I'm a gang star. And, yeah. That's all she cared about. Alright, that's why these creeps are chasing after you? I bet they are.
So I'm like trying to fix my phone to make sure it's charging. Man, just charge. Alright. Boy. It's a fight waking. Walking. Waka flocka. Coefficient coughing. Coughing would be cool. I would happily put coughing on my team. I remember the first time playing this, I just kept hoping every fight would give me something I could catch. Nice, coughing goes down. You only get like 40 encounters in the whole game. Ish. I think it's like in XD, they give you a lot more. Nice. They kept that music. That celebration music. I think they kept it in Battle Revolution. I think. Sounds familiar. Huh. She's like, hey, you should, like, since you're already good at stealing, you should get some Pokeballs so you can steal more. I like it. She's openly like, hey, do you want to commit crime? Hey, this guy doesn't have Pokeballs. Where the hell do you get Pokeballs if not at the shop? I don't know. I think back in the Wandering Stand, I tried to go shopping for Pokeballs at the Pokemart. Dude didn't have it. Maybe one of these NPCs? Yeah. Alright. Now will it let me? Yep, now. Just had to find the right NPC. Ugh. That's fine. It's just... I wish it wasn't so annoying to try to find the right NPC. Alright, he gave me 5 Pokeballs, but I want... Yeah, give me like all 19 Great Balls that you have. And I guess I'll grab... Paralysis heals because they annoy me. Like, I don't like paralysis. Alright, so we got those now. Something terrible's happened. The 2 creeps who took off in the truck earlier, they came back. with more. Well, that's scary. Yet all these people are running around outside like nothing just happened. It is the best character in Pokemon. Mirror B. It is a real crying shame that Mirror B never comes back in a main series game. Like, yeah, I really hope with the XD coming to the Switch, and hopefully Colosseum does too. I hope we... There he is. There's his music. That we end up getting more though. Alright. A folly. You could try. I love how in XD you get a Teddy Ursa super early on. Because that's always really fun. Getting an Ursa ring for a playthrough, super fun. Now let's go for a confusion. Oh, that just took it out. I know everything's in like the first stage and I'm using like a evolved Pokemon, but still. It is kind of interesting using fully evolved Pokemon from the start of the game. Very interesting. Alright, let's see. Bite and confusion. Oh. What's the other guy got? Now the other guy, I want to say, Trudley over here. Are you the one that has the Makuhita? Duskull and Spinarak. Maybe he still does. He could have a third Pokemon. Yeah, he does. HP went down so slow, I didn't know if it was going to die. And that was kind of worrying. Alright, there's the Makuhita. Sick. Level 30. Like. Alright. What's Duskull gonna do? Leer. Alright, what I'm gonna do here, we're gonna bite and we're gonna go for our reflect. I'm gonna make sure Duskull's out of here so we can focus on the Makuhita. You don't want to accidentally take out Makuhita. Focus energy. That's actually scary. Let's just see if I just throw a snag ball right now. Oh shit, we just get it. Nice. If we get anything like an Adamant or a Brave one, we'll probably keep Makuhita on the team for a while. Of course, if it's like Modest or Timid, like it's immediately getting boxed. But I do want to run Heracross. Like, truthfully, that is the only Pokemon in this game that I'm generally interested in, or genuinely interested in. Alright. That's the Bayleaf trainer. I believe... What's down this way? At each of the exits, there's one posted, and I want the red one, not you. That's the Crocodile trainer. So if you're going with the Feraligatr run. Which, to be fair, you do get all of them eventually by post-game. But I want his Quilava. You get Suicune in the game, so I'm not too worried about getting a water type. I remember as a kid doing this, and I wanted the Grimer. I wanted that one to be the Shadow. Alright. Let's go... Secret Power on the Quilava, and Confusion the Grimer. Okay. Grimer goes down. Spoink comes out, that's chill. I went with the Secret Power because I want to see if I could get a Para. That's a crit. That's not great. Accuracy fell. I'll take that. It's like not the effect I expected, but I'll use it. Alright, let's see. Is that going to be enough? Probably not, right? Never mind, it was enough. Alright, cool. Spoink you Psywave. Okay. So I want to get these guys levels up, but also, like, I want to use the Shadow Pokemon so that they purify quicker. Well, I gotta get their heart gauge emptied, at least. Granted, you can get it by walking around with them, so, like, it'll happen. Alright, Umbreon's at 28. Espeon's not at 27 yet, but that's fine. Alright. Artificially close the door to their heart is wild. Is it Pyrite that they captured her? Was he carrying a charcoal? It does carry a charcoal. Alright. Judging from these EVs, I actually have no idea. I was gonna try to take a guess, just looking at where the EVs are. But, ooh. Not EVs, but just where its stats are. Yeah, that's weird. You definitely have something decent with your attack. Even if you're just neutral. Do you even have a fire move yet? No, you're just Shadow Rush, both of them. We'll figure them out. I think I'll get Quilava up front first. Run around with Quilava and Espeon. Sounds like a plan. I mean, why not? Why'd I go back in here? I didn't mean to do that. You know what? This is fine. Just because I was close enough to the door. Construction lot? I don't remember this part. Oh, this is like right... This is where the battle tower is built. Go on Scram, but don't you have like cool items? Any items? They don't even have to be cool. There'd be a Colosseum at the top of the tower. He said the thing. Alright. Oh, I can't even get around from there. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. My phone battery is going up nice. I started stream was at 5%. It's at 32. We're going up. I love Pyrite Town, by the way. I love it. Mr. Johnson, the police officer. Ugh. Gotta love him. He's so fancy. Alright. What you got? No, I have to tell him. Fight me. He doesn't fight me. He's boring. The town of Earth, Wind, and Money. Fortune telling, I know you can heal up there. I think there's a free healing in here too. What's up, Johnson? Alright. There it is. There's a PC. That'll do. It'd be best if you get out of town as soon as possible. I was trying to tell you about things. Well, never mind then. What's in here? What about you? Can I sell you something? Weird. Is it this building I go into? I like don't remember what building I go to. Yo, what's up, Duking? Right, you're a dick at the beginning. Nothing special is behind this briefcase? Are you guys sure? What's up, guys? Yeah, your lookout's not the greatest. Want to play house? Do you guys have anything I could take? No. No. Damn. I was hoping. Oh my god, were you actually supposed to do that? That's wild. That's so funny. Duking. Duking. I'll beat him up. I'll beat him up for him. You fight me, right? Yeah, you just have a ton of fights in the city. Sentret and Talo. Oh, it's good to see Quilava's gauge is already going down. Oh god. Oh, the quick attack one. It just hurt. Oh, that just took out Sentret like it was nothing. No, this is OG double battle rules. So you swapping, yeah. You swapping Slack off just to see it get nuked. I was gonna say, if I already went into hyper mode. Quick attack comes out again. Really focusing down Talo. Or not Talo, Quilava. Probably because he's already damaged. Alright, there goes Talo. And there goes Slack off. Nothing too crazy. Ooh. Cool. Can I heal up here? Oh, this is the hotel, yeah. It's $100 a night, though. Alright, that's fine. It's over here. I gotta fight this girl now. Chaser Emok. Emek? Emok. Gulpin and Zubat. Is this the Shadow Gulpin? That's why I don't remember. It is not. I think Shadow Gulpin's in XD. That's all. Yeah, if I remember right. Oh, you entered hyper mode. Let's call Quilava and go for the confusion. I wonder if that's gonna help him a little bit, like get his first move. Trying to remember moves and get like the fire type coverage is really what I would love to get. And then Makuhita I also want to get with what's it called? Fighting coverage. Let's see. Now I got Smokescreen as my second move. That's not great. That doesn't do much. One of these guys has a shadow Pokemon. Based on the sounds of it from Rui. Ryder Vant. One of these guys has a Furret. I remember that much. Alright. Oh, the Misdreavus! Let's double into the Zigzagoon. I really have no interest in Misdreavus, but I'll catch it, you know? Like, that's really how I feel about Misdreavus. I'm like, before your evolution shows up, you're kind of mid. Shadow Ball's physical. Ouch. Yeah, let's go for the confusion and go for another Alright, barely doesn't take out the Skitty. Shadow Rush gets to come out. I didn't know if I was going to put him into Shadow Mode, which I would have been fine with. No, actually. Because he went into Hyper Mode that turn, I wouldn't have been able to use him. Low-key, I was just kind of hoping he attacked the other one. Like, Cool Alpha would have been fine. I'm gonna send out Makuhita so he gets, to be out. Let's go, like, Smoke Screen and go for a Shadow Rush. Confuse Ray came out. That did more than I thought it would. Let's let this guy go for a Great Ball. Now, I just want to see something really cool. Can I, like, throw another Pokeball with the second guy? I don't want to attack or anything. Okay. Alright, let's see. Misdreavus is caught. Nice. Alright, let's go heal up real quick. I know I have to pay at the hotel. I really do not care. If you absolutely do want to save $100, yes, you could run to the, what's it called, the PC, and then just, like, deposit it, take them back out. Alright, let's see. What is Misdreavus holding? Spell Tag. Misdreavus is useful. It's a it has Levitate, so it's immune to ground. Like, it's useful. Still doesn't say its nature, that's fine. Makuhita still only has the one move. That's fine, I suppose. I suppose. Alright, what do you have? Maybe if we do enough fights, we can end up getting, like, Quilava or someone else to be, like, done. Oh. Oh, it is the Knocked Owl. Oh. I do like that. It is an impish nature. Ooh. Impish is minus special attack. So that's a little bit frustrating. Yeah. That would have been like a great nature for Makuhita. That's what's worrying, is if you get like a crap nature, it's like there's nothing you can do about it. Like, does he get any moves? A couple, right? Like, there's a couple you can do. Let's try... Throw a Pokeball, go for return. Nice. Okay. Man, I am really disappointed about that. Like... Like, dang. You hang out in the back of the team now. Now we're gonna work on Makuhita more. Theoretically, like, I could reset, go back to before, but it's like, no. Falafi is a good encounter. That's, yeah. Flaffy has... I'll use that, for sure. Thunderwave. Thunderwave is going to be useful for us. Oh, you're in hyper mode. Okay. Call the Makuhita. That took away a chunk. Alright. I wish I could use Shroomish. That would have been fun. Cotton Spore. I suppose. I could go for a Shadow Rush and a Return, maybe. 2 attacking moves too much? Hoping not. Both of them have non-attacking moves. Oh, cool. Thanks, Makuhita. Makuhita just wants to live in hyper mode. A lot of his stats make a lot more sense now that I can see its nature. Hey, got the paralysis off because of that. That might help. Keyword might. By the way, if people haven't noticed, I have been using the infinite ball glitch for a minute. Just because I could. It's like, using it for infinite regular Pokeballs and Great Balls, not the end of the world. Master Balls, I mean, I might. Ow, Shadow Rush. Like, I guess we'll just go for another Pokemon. If you haven't done it before, use the first Pokemon to throw the Pokeball. The second Pokemon, you switch the order of your Pokeballs, and then do something. I was messing around with it. That's why I was learning TMs and all that stuff. Not TMs, what's it called? Like, using items, using moves that don't really do anything, like Protect, Reflect, you know, all the status-y moves. Alright. Flaffy was sent to the storage system. Cool. Alright, let me see. Does this reveal what your nature is yet? Not yet. You're at... Where are you at? Where do I see that? Oh, there's the heart gauge. Almost there. Basically when I send it out in the next battle. So I'll probably swap out... I'm trying to think. Like, the Misdreavus is not strong, so, like, maybe Misdreavus? Sorry, I had to get Ruby out of the doorway. But, like, I think Misdreavus is, like, the only ghost you get also. So it would make sense in order to, like, preserve them. Especially with how much, like, there's a lot of ground types later in the game. Not necessarily ground, but Pokemon that like to spam EQ. So, I don't know. Oh, while I'm here, actually. There's a save. Yeah, override the previous save file, that's fine. As you can see, you saw, like, the previous save file was not much further than this. It's like where you get to, oh, what's it called? Words. Where you get to Purify. There it is. Because we lost to the Hitmontop that's, like, inside that area. This game does like to give you strong fighting types. Makes sense, I guess, when the last Shadow Pokemon you fight is a Shadow Tyranitar. I kept switching between Shadow and Shiny. Skiploom? Skiploom? I just want to see real quick. Okay, see, Makuhita's probably going to stay on the team. It's an adamant nature. Like, straight up. Alright. I mess with it. Makuhita also gets Belly Drum from a very low level. Makuhita. Dude's just like, Makuhita just wants to live in hyper mode. I think he's gotten off like 2 attacks. And I think it's because he has an adamant nature. I think your nature can determine how likely you are to do that. Sleep powder on Makuhita's fine. Oh, the eyes change. Oh, that's actually cute. Oh my god. We're gonna call Makuhita, wake him up, and we're gonna use Confusion on the Dustox. You know, if I'm not able to use Heracross, Adamant Hariyama is like not a bad backup. God, I wish I had Magic Bounce right now. The reason why I'm saying that is because, like, dude, this calling, it looks like when you're calling to wake him up, not get him out of hyper mode, doesn't really do much. Damn, I did a lot of damage. Do I have, like, no defense IVs? Because Skiploom is not that strong. Let's throw the Great Ball. Do I want to Skiploom? Not really. I don't really think Skiploom will make it on the team. Like, alright, let me pull up the Colosseum Pokemon real quick. Oop. Alright, let's see. Let's go for the Pokeball. Alright, let's try that again. I'm just pulling this up from here. Okay. Okay. Did I miss Slugma? There's a Slugma that you're supposed to be able to catch here too. Oh, weird. It says that the performer has them. Street performer Lon. Okay. No, this is the Quagsire one. Okay. Like, I'm not mad about it. Quagsire actually probably is making the team. Realistically, looking at the water types available in the game, yeah. Looking at the water and the ground types available in the game, yeah. Alright, let's see what else is there. But there's supposed to be a Slugma. let's see. Psyduck goes down. Let's go for a Shadow Rush. Do I Helping Hand? Do I Reflect? I don't want to kill it. You know, fair. I think I just go for the Pokeball. And then I use Espeon to chip with Return. I think that's fine. You know, I'm looking at like what else is available soon. There ain't much. Could get Mantine. That could be a thing. Oh, Makuhita went down. Let's go Flaffy. Let Flaffy go for something. Let it go for a Shadow Rush. Go for the Reflect here. Immediate Hyper Mode. Special Defense immediately goes up. They went for Amnesia, so I'm gonna go for a Confusion. Okay. Shadow Rush. Go for another Shadow Rush and go for a Great Ball. I know that means I can't do the infinite ball glitch with it. It's fine. That one did not look securely snagged. Ooh, another Hyper Mode that quick. Alright. Fair. Let's let Quilava come in. I might be upset about Quilava's nature, but it's whatever. Let's call the Flaffy, go for a Smokescreen. Yeah, so I just have to find Slugma and then we should be fine. It's probably just some random trainer running around the town has it. Why does this say 1 to 4 players in this game? Wild. Sick, that worked. Alright. Not too bad. Roller Boy Lawn. Okay, so they call him Street Performer Lawn on here instead of, what did I say, Roller Boy? What do you know, Weather Boy? Dig randomly, alright. I was low-key hoping that would just put me in hyper mode. Oh, an Igglybuff. Slugma has Flamethrower. Tempting. Seriously, Quilava, why couldn't you have just had even a neutral special attack nature? You might still end up on the team. Realistically. There is a Swablu later in the game. There's a Swablu, so I get to do that later. Try to get an Altaria, maybe? I like Altaria. Quilava is just not going into hyper mode. Oh my gosh, I kept waiting for it. Let's go for the Great Ball. And then with Umbreon, I can just Secret Power the Slugma. Does that catch? Sick. Alright, and that should be all of them from the Pyrite Street. Interesting. Yeah, he's called a Roller Boy there. I don't know if it's like a time of day thing or depending on your game. I don't know. Interesting. Let's see, how's everyone else doing? You still only have the 2 moves. You have Dig now. You have Thunder Wave now. That's good for catching. Noctowl, you just stay on the team. Noctowl is gonna come in handy randomly, and we're not gonna expect it. Whatever Noctowl does for us, we're not gonna predict it. Sorry, I just had to adjust slightly because of my knee. Go ask Pyrite's mother. Ooh. By the way, there's a free healing machine right here. Could have done that the whole fucking time. But I didn't. So I'm pulling up some work stuff while on my other monitor. Wow, we have to run all the way to the front. Eh. What's up, Kale? Yeah, I can see what happened. Yeah. A Furret and a Ralts. Okay. Did Makuhita gain any moves? Vital Throw. Ooh. I like that. Gonna go for a confusion on the ferret first. Okay. Ow. Confusion comes off on the Espeon. That's a weird choice. Hyper mode. Okay. Let's call Makuhita. Makuhita comes back. Helping Hand comes out. Okay. I'm just gonna reflect. Ow. I'm gonna catch the ferret. This turn I'm just gonna catch it. Ah, never mind. Well, shit. Okay. C-Dot. Okay. You know what? I think Makuhita goes for another Shadow Rush, and then Espeon is actually going to heal Makuhita this turn. Espeon's probably going to go down. Yeah. Hell, Makuhita goes down if this freaking thing goes for like a counter or a bide. But we're going to go into Flaffy. Flaffy's going to go for the Thunder Wave. Ooh, you live. Ooh. I did not expect that. Shadow Rush comes out. Does a chunk to Makuhita. A fat chunk to Makuhita. Thunder Wave. Perfect. Hyper Mode. Not perfect. You're in hyper mode, so we're gonna call you. You know what? Just Shadow Rush. See, no. What healing items do I have left? Just potions. Oh yeah, he was in hyper mode, so he won't take an item yet. So I guess I do have to just go for Shadow Rush into C-Dot. Makuhita's such a jolly guy. Flaffy. Oh, Makuhita lived on one. Wild. Alright. Do that, and we'll call the Flaffy. Calling your Pokemon should probably have priority higher than the items. Like with switching out. Alright, now Flaffy's nature should show. C-Dot's gonna do nothing for a couple turns. Okay. Literally, as long as I don't attack into C-Dot, it's not gonna do anything. I say as I'm about to Shadow Rush into the C-Dot. It's weird that Furret is giving me the most challenge. It's paralyzed. It's like at half, but it's like still in the green. Yeah. Machop comes out. Why is Machop so ugly? Flaffy! Oh my god. There's so much hate in Flaffy's heart. Like, Flaffy's also probably gonna be adamant or something. Holy crap. Yeah, you can't unleash energy when you have nothing there. Alright, Vital Throw. Doesn't get the kill. Does a lot, but doesn't get the kill. Flaffy! Alright, let's Separa. Oh, they took out Makuhita, which is fair. The fact that they let Makuhita sit on the field for that long, kinda surprising. Alright. Glava's here like, I'll kill him for free. Which I know he will. Oh my god, it's still in the freaking red. Alright. Wait, focus energy. If he's got guts with that, that thing's gonna be a freaking monster. Now you're in hyper mode again. Wait, Flaffy, Flaffy, Flaffy. Flaffy, I really have to pee, and I've been trying to go there the whole fight. You are not helping. Flaffy's almost its entire bar got, like the friendship bar, got dealt with during this. Insane. Alright guys, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna just set this down. Like I said, I just really have to pee. Whew, sorry. I lost my balance real quick, and it took me a minute to stand again. I was like, okay. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm looking for... tools... docs... Sorry, I'm like messing around with some YouTube stuff real quick. Oh, it's actually letting me use the password for this? Wild. Well, I did the two-factor verification. It's just like normally it doesn't make me type in the password. Which probably means that there's been some issues lately. I love Stream Elements. It's like, hey, set a home address. Why does Stream Elements need to know my home address? Oh my god. All things are going according to plan. Master NASCAR. NASCAR! We're fighting NASCAR? Yeah. Man, I don't want to go against, like, the Midwest and Southern United States. Man. Where is NASCAR even popular? Kentucky? No, that's the Derby. Indiana. The Indy 500, is it Indiana, Indianapolis? Idaho? Yeah. Alright. Let's see, there's this. Mate, interact. I felt like I was gonna break my finger trying to interact with that thing. Oh my god. So none of these have like a mystic water or anything. It's a little bit surprising. Door to your heart is tightly shut, but you have water absorb. That will command it. You have flame body. You have runaway. Have a more useless ability. Alright, give me a sec. Yeah, sorry about that. There are a lot of shortages going on at work, so I just get random calls go like, hey, you got that at your store? No. No, guys. No. We're all out of that. Every single one of us. It's actually kind of funny when you look and you see like company-wide who's out of what. Because I can look at that list, and it's kind of funny. Well, at least what everyone's reporting. I mean, like, technically it could be slightly off, dependent on, like, how y'all reported your last inventory. Oh, I wanted Quagsire on the team. God damn it, I forgot to freaking knew that. Ooh, that hurt. Anyways. Quagsire is interesting Pokemon in this generation. Because, he is both physical. He's two types, right? One is more physical, one is more special. Let me see. Let me look up the Quag in this generation here. Nope, never mind. I'm not looking it up because Sarah B said that is a 404 error, page not found. Quagsire in Gen 3. Alright. Knew it existed. See, okay. Quagsire is nice because he does get Earthquake from level up, so I don't have to use the Earthquake TM on him to get a strong ground move. And you get, like, Mud Shot and Surf. Yeah, so that's fine. Him getting Earthquake at a good level that's actually really, really good. Okay. Oh, actually, hold on. Just to be safe, let's save. Alright. And then, it looks like the next one we find somewhere in Pyrite Town. So it doesn't say specifically, like this guy said, all the street performers said the street. This one says just Pyrite Town. Not the Colosseum. Just Pyrite Town. Let's get like 5 super potions. Ever up? I just wonder about. Wow, 1,500. I don't know why I thought it would have been less. As I look over and I see one of my neighbors jogging, and you know what? I'm a little bit jealous. I'm jealous he can move right now. I went to the bathroom and my leg is in so much pain after just walking that far. Oh, look, he died. Oh. He ripped out and ripped up. It was Silva. Alright. Alright, 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 alright. Wait, sorry, what am I doing? I gotta find a gear. Did you see which direction he went? No, but he must have been driven to desperation. Driven. Driven means to drive. To drive means to drove. That guy talks about exuding his fortune right a lot. I know there's a cave somewhere around here. Where would he go? Did he hide in here? Okay, we can heal the PC. I'm gonna be so lost to like watch everyone's heart gauge finish up. Oh, that reminds me. Flaffy, what is your Hardy? That's fine. Tom? Anyways, Matt? Has there ever been in wrestling, have the Hardys ever collabed with Tom Hardy? It'd be interesting. Alright, where the freak is duking? No, you just grr at me? Children, what about you guys? You have a plan? kidnapped a Plusle. Well, they called me big people. Interesting. Fortune telling? Didn't go in this building yet. Get the fuck out of here. How the fuck do I talk with her? Well, that's annoying. Silver ran out of town. Oh, right. Silva went to the construction lot to drop it off. I remember. I think. It's like, yeah, right here. Where did I put that? That thing was massive. Wait, where? Are Pokemon main characters, are their backpacks the equivalent to a bag of holding from D&D? Because seriously, what the hell? Alright. You just call me you people? I get to use the gear. I don't know why they made me place it. I thought he was going to take it from me. 30 long years of cranking gears. Crazy line. But, alright, we got power back. Enter the next Colosseum battle. I need you to win a knockout challenge. You know, I will happily do that. I just want to, you know, catch Pokemon, but, you know, I can do your silly little knockout challenge and win that. Yeah. Alright, cool. There should be some good XP. And we're gonna have a hot second where we're basically like trapped at like level 30 for a while until we get... Well, once we get through this, we get to go to Agate. Barboach and Sandshrew. Okay. I don't think during this there's any shinies, so not shinies, shadows that we get. Wow, Sandshrew got knocked out from that. Nah, I shouldn't be surprised. Barboach lived. Alright. Yeah, that celebration sound is so iconic to me. That was the one in Battle Revolution for when you win. I could tell you that for sure. Alright. Not to and meditate. Conversion dropped. Sorry. I went right back into looking over at my notes from work going like, Meditate, is that this game or the next game? It's an encounter in this game. Ooh, Pyrite Cave. That might be a thing. Makuhita immediately goes into hyper mode. Gotta love it. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. This is just mindless, just hitting buttons to get through this. Alright, let's see here. Semifinals, almost done. So left in Pyrite Town to get. There's still Yanma, Remoraid, and Mantine. Oh, and then there's the cave, which is like Quillfish, Dunsparce, Meditite, and Swablu. Oh, and then Sudowoodo shows back up. Not really showing back up, but then the Sudowoodo. So there's a few. There's actually quite a few. I just want to purify my Pokemon. And it keeps sending me on side quests, which means I can't purify my Pokemon. Poison Sting. Alright. There goes that one. Oh, and Vulpix. I wish I could catch the Vulpix, but I don't think there's any Stone Evos in this game. I think everything is just a standard level up emo. Or Evo. No, some of these are a little emo. Oh, you do get an Absol in this game. Tempting. Tempting. Oh, you don't get him until a tower at the end. It's fair. There's a lot of Pokemon you don't really get until like the end. That I want, like the Tyranitar, the Metagross. Man, the problem is this game is like all my favorite dark types, and that kind of bugs me. Just for type diversity. You got Umbreon, Tyranitar, Absol, Houndoom. Like, I love all those guys. There's also Murkrow in this game, and there's Sneasel. But, like, they don't really come into their own until, like, Gen 4, where you get their evolutions. Although Murkrow having Prankster is very nice. Alright. What you got for me, you muscly behemoth? Bodybuilder Miras. Bro's over here looking like Triple H. Bagon and a Goldeen. I wonder if this guy's gonna have a Shadow Pokemon. Based on like him being the last one in this, I wouldn't be surprised if he has one. Wow, you lived? I just realized, I'm like, hold up. It didn't change screens. They're still there? Alright, let's go Confusion. Took out the Goldeen. Level 29. Okay. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Magnemite. Magnemite, again, would have been a cool Pokemon to get, but no. The game said, no, you're not allowed to have cool stuff. Alright. Delibird. That's not this shadow, is it? There is a Delibird that you get later. That's not until, like, the end. That's from Arton. Para me? Para you. Cursed. Alright. So I guess no Shadow Pokemon. I was really hoping. Present has a whole animation. Present has a whole ass animation in this. Damn. That didn't do shit. Alright. Well, I was hoping. Alright. TM06. Was that Rockchu? That's not gonna be bad. Definitely will take that. Alright, right now, actually, what I think I need to do. You have Thunder Shock. Nice. So you have all your moves, so Quagsire definitely is the one to put right up front now. Yeah. You're gonna be finished just by walking. You're gonna be finished just with walking. So it's just Quagsire. Now, based on that, what information did I get? I don't know. Ooh. Toxic. Ooh. Toxic isn't bad. Like, if we end up doing something with, it's not bad. I don't love it. It's not bad, though. Alright, Nore, which one you got? You got the Yanma. Thank you. Yan Mega would go on the team straight up if it existed. Alright. Shadow Rush, the Pineco, Confusion, the Pineco. I'm just gonna double down the secondary slot here, because why not? Uproar. Because I don't think Yanma's that hard to catch. I know this game has custom catch rates, but still, I don't think it's that hard to catch. Not necessarily this game has custom catch rates, it's just Shadow Pokemon have different catch rates than their normal version. Rather, that's what I mean to say. Uproar again. Okay. Did some damage. Confusion takes it out on its own. Alright, love that. Now, can we take out Surskit on our own? Quagsire? So close. So close. Okay. Uproar into Quagsire. Confusion comes off. That's cool. I'm kind of impressed it let me get this many attacks off, I'm not gonna lie. I wonder what Quagsire's nature is. If it let me do this much, like, it must be beneficial, right? I'm hoping, right? Please? Alright. Alright, after this one, it is a Remoraid that we get to go against. Sick. Wonder what Shadow Pokemon they were about to just hand me if I won. Okay. Let's save the Plusle. Yeah. Save the Plusle. Okay, give me those plans. Oh, it's a whole hyper mode thing. No one cares. Stop talking. I wish I had a stop reading button. Do you do thing? You don't do thing. That's fine. I was just trying to think. You don't give me the trap inch, do you? That's not this early, is it? No, it's not. There is... no, you get a Vibrava, not a trap inch. That's why I was like, hold up. And even then, it's not this early. You don't get Vibrava until the underground, right? No, the Shadow Research Institute, it's even later. Looks like Espeon's gonna be able to hit level 30, which is gonna be nice. Still surprised Quagsire hasn't hit Hyper Mode. I low-key kind of need it to, so I can, like, get it to come back out of it. I kind of want Swift more than Return, because Swift hits both sides. Maybe? I kind of learned it out of habit. I didn't even think, like, ooh, hold on. That elevator's off limits. I see. I do think I have to fight her again to go down there. I was trying to get to the healing machine, to be honest, Pike. That's what I think I was doing here. Talo and Hoo-Hoo. Ah. You challenged me so much. That did half-ish. Endeavor. Endeavor was an interesting choice. Hyper Mode, finally! God, that made me so happy to finally see it. I just wanted to call Quagsire. Knocking it out of Hyper Mode helps so much to purify. Okay, cool. Amnesia's the move I get back first. Oi. I reflected just in case I got into Shadow Mode. Oh, you know, never mind. Never mind. Ah, I knew it. Quagsire's coming back quick. That does make me really happy. And I got to use 2 of those. Very happy. I think, like, winning the battle helps, too. So, like, after the battle, he gets a slight boost. Yeah, you have to level up. Alright. Let's see. What we got? Yeah, you're still nowhere close, but still just Shadow Rush and Amnesia. Learning what his nature is going to help a lot. Skeets, you are none of the ones with a Shadow. You have a Larvitar, though. That's cool. Shadow Rush on Larvitar, Confusion on Larvitar? I mean, sure. Thrash. Barboach shoots Thrash at that level? That feels like one of those like level 40 something moves. Cool. We did get the successful Shadow Rush off. Carvana. Alright, we're gonna Confusion the Barboach, and we're gonna try Shadow Rushing Carvana. Might work, might not. Genuinely, it's like one of those like, maybe? We'll see in a second. Hyper mode, yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of this time. But it's really just because, like, he has no attacking moves yet. Swift should take out the Barboach as well. Yeah. Spread moves are going to be really, really helpful. That's why I wanted Typhlosion, is if I could get Heat Wave on that guy. Very helpful. And without it being split damage, it just kills it. Nice. Geets wants to go Wilder. You can't. Can't be Wilder. Alright. Let's run down here real quick. I just gotta heal. Cool. Keep it going. Abnormality detected. What are you, anyways. Gear. Gear, you do not have one either. You have a Remoraid, though, but... The Shadow Remoraid is owned by Wreath. Maybe? Maybe it's you? There are some names that are slightly off. No. Okay. I wasn't sure, that's why I was like, maybe. The next one, the reason why I'm focusing on Remoraid is because that is the next one. I was hoping that was going into Quagsire. Just because it would have been funny. Okay. Let's go... Probably just a Confusion, right? Like, I know he resists it, but still. Thundershock again, that's fine. Quagsire can go into Hyper Mode. No, that's fine. That's fine too. If Quagsire went into Hyper Mode, it would have literally... Yeah, it would have helped, I guess. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll fight this guy. Who are you? Loba? I feel like I saw that name. I guess I did not. Huh, weird. It's a Wooper. I have that thing's evolved form. Oh, because I was curious of what was in that item box. Did not take out the Wooper. See, that would have been nice. Slam. Nah. Alright, Confusion should just take it out, but if I have to use another Shadow Rush, that's fine. Alright, here's that one. Some of these names, I'm like waiting to see them. So I feel like some of these guys come back later and have a shadow. I don't know. Might just be me. Might just be the vibe I get. Five Great Balls. Okay. Would have preferred an Ultra Ball. Like, I literally just need one Ultra Ball. Or one Master Ball. Electrike and Voltorb? We can work with that. Especially if Quagsire got... No, it didn't. I would say, especially if he got his ground move yet, but... No, definitely not yet. Oh, it looks like he did get, a little bit purified after. Sonic Boom. Okay, Quagsire. Quagsire's got more HP, so he could take that. I just want to check. You still don't have another move. That's annoying. Just go for the Confusion. Okay. Oh, I should check Quagsire to see what nature is. I gotta remember to do that. I'm kind of just building my team based on what has a usable nature, and then making somewhat synergy going on with the team. Alright, let's see real quick. Looking at you. Adamant. So that increases the ground type moves that he can use, but decreases the special water type moves. That would have been great to get on like Vibrava. Would have been great for Vibrava. Still, I think it's fine. Like, it's not like the end of the world. It's still like a good ability having an Adamant Earthquaker. I would have preferred something like Lonely or... what's it called? Lonely, Brave, you know, like any of those types of ones that just didn't reduce the special water. But, yeah, I guess that's fine, I guess. I don't know, maybe we end up getting... Maybe we end up using Remoraid. Maybe we end up using one of the others, you know? Remoraid or Mantine. This is Raylene. I kind of wish that Doduo was one, because I would use it. I love Dodrio. I love it. I hardly ever get to use it in playthroughs. Because it's always like... It's always available at a weird spot in the game. Where it's like it's technically available. But it's like a little bit too weak to just put it right on your team. You'd have to grind it up a little extra. I love it though, it's a great Pokemon. Swablu. I immediately checked with the Swablu because I was like, wait a minute. Ledyball I know has a Shadow Pokemon in the next game. the next game was not afraid to shake things up, let me tell you. They're like, here, have a Ladybug. Weirdly late in the game for it. Alright, let's see here. Oh, Espeon actually went down there. Alright, let's go Quilava, I suppose. Well, Quilava has Flame Wheel. I don't hate that. Like, alright. He's still usable. Yeah, like, I'm looking through the XD, available Pokemon, I'm like, yeah. It is a lot easier to build a team using what's available in that game, let me tell you. Yeah, like a lot easier. Oh, you do get a Dodrio in that game. Might have to try that out. We'll do that one next, probably, most likely. That's why I'm, like, looking at that game. Okay, cool. You only lost because you didn't have your Shadow Pokemon. But why don't you get them back and then fight me again? Alright, let's heal up quick. It has been a while since I fought a Shadow Pokemon. Dang, the vending machine's out of order. Yeah, when I compare the Pokemon available in this game and the Pokemon available in XD, I kind of prefer the encounter table in XD. But I do understand that this game was mostly about getting out the Johto Pokemon, just having them have a place. But Johto really, like, didn't... Johto was weird. It felt like an unfinished generation. Hunter Tura? Okay. It's not this guy. It's Dokkan, Sash, Tuan, and Zalo. Alright, let's see what you got. Steel and Snowrunt. Wow. You get the gift plusle after this, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll use it. Oh. It's level 13. Just keep Ampharos on the team. Or not Ampharos, still Flaffy, but yeah. Ski looks so sad. I would have caught it. You get Walrein in the next one, and it's like almost always on my team. It's kind of funny. They give you so much support early game. You can really do whatever you want with your evolution. Hold on. I have to take this brace off my leg for a little bit. So all it is, it's just a small piece of support. But I can't, like, keep it on there all the time. Horsey and Oddish is interesting. I guess we'll just Confusion the Oddish. And then Shadow Rush whatever takes its place. Sandshrew. Okay, Dragon Dancing Horsey is a little bit scary. Straight up. That's a little bit scary. What else is there? Like, from here, do I just go for the Surf and let Confusion the Horsey? So far, yes. So far, yes. Sword Stance came out. Alright. You're really big into setting up, aren't you? Okay. Alright, anyways. That's not too bad. Maybe Mantine is actually going to get some play on our team. Because I don't know how I feel fully about this Quagsire being adamant and having a reduced water special attack stat for water. But Mantine is another mixed attacker. Because it's flying. But it's flying, which means it's immune to Earthquake. It's tricky. A Liddy, you're not... No, you're not any of these. I definitely thought these guys were, like, closer. At least most of them were, like, quick battles. Having stuff like poison types and me having, even though Espeon has a weak psychic move, it still has a psychic move to take on these guys. You went back into hyper mode. Okay, buddy. Yeah, I bet. Alright, call you Confusion again on the Tentacool. Can't remember if Cacnea is already a dark type or not. I don't remember. I don't remember. Let's just Shadow Rush and go for Swift. Because, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that works. Cool. What blind spot did I exploit? That is a weird question. Cool. Alright, let's see. What can we do to beat up... Alright, this is Wreath. So this is the one with Remoraid. Remoraid's only level 20. That's the weird thing. So you gotta, like, not accidentally kill it. So I feel like I'm fine to Shadow Rush the Spinnerack and Confusion the Spinnerack. Because of course Confusion takes out Spinnerack, so Shadow Rush just hits whatever's next. Love Disc. Damn, it did damage. You know, weirdly enough, if Remoraid was a higher level, I would consider it. I know that sounds weird, but Remoraid could be used in place of like as Octillery. I wouldn't hate it. Alright, let's go for that. And go for a Swift this turn. It's gonna be a shame if we accidentally knock out the Remoraid, but we do. If we accidentally knock it out, we get it back later. Cool. Basically, anything you knock out, then Mirror B has later. Wait, is that just an XD? Let's Surf and Confusion. Interesting. Alright. I'm just reading where the rest of these things are, and I'm like, okay, cool. Alright. Now she is the one with... This is Firma. I believe Firma's the, Yep, Firma has Mantine. Alright. Mantine is nice. It has a very high special defense stat. I like it. So let's chip down the rest of the team so I can get it. For it? Okay. Alright, Ferret lived. You know, I kinda... Let's Slam and Swift. Yeah. Mantine does have its killer Spadef. Hit itself in Confusion. Just go for the Confusion on Furret. Cool. Yanma. Quagsire, don't you dare accidentally knock yourself out. I'll go for the Reflect here just to be safe. I'll go for that. Tackle did take out Quagsire. Okay.
just gonna go Flaffy. See, what I'm stuck on right now is the fact, like, I'm pretty sure with Quagsire. Where's Quagsire? Hold on. Quagsire stats. It's 85 attack, 65 special attack. So really, like, special attack isn't that much lower. I don't know. I'm kind of stumped. I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball and hope. It just sounds like the fun thing to do, you know what I mean? And we got the Mantine. Espeon lives because Sonic Boom is weak. What is Mantine's stats like in comparison? If I can remember where Mantine is in the Pokedex, that'd be great. There it is, 226. I knew it was a Johto Pokemon. Well, you don't get much of a level up moveset, I'll tell you that. You get, yeah, you're more about specialty defense. Like, it's not necessarily better, it's just bulkier, you know? Alright, Mr. Mirror B. What are we gonna do? They just called me pretty? Anyways. Hyper potions. I will take that. Damn it. I thought this was just a faster way to get down here and that once I could unlock it from that side. Damn it. Hold on. We'll be back up there. Just, damn it. Now I gotta run all the way back around. Because I thought I was taking a shortcut. Granted, I think even if I didn't, I just wanted to heal between. Alright, which one is this one? Oh, Dokkan, you've got a Quillfish. Cool. Alright, let's see here. Shadow Rush the Goldeen, Confusion the Goldeen.
interesting that everything in the game is like level 33 look like right now. Still Shadow Rush. Still Confusion. I keep staring. I'm like, what? When do I get something I want to put on my team that isn't like the legendary beast? Man, poison sting you, motherfucker. Alright. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is go for the Great Ball onto the Quillfish, and then Espeon is gonna go for Swift to take out Linoon and maybe chip down Quillfish. I don't know. I'm just kind of trying things. Oh my god, Linoon lived that? Weird. I'll take that water absorb. Let's use the Great Ball on Quillfish with Espeon. I think just another Swift. Quillfish, you're not my favorite thing right now. You're not that good of a Pokemon. Just get in the ball. I mean, I'll go for that again. I'll just keep going for the Swifts. Alright, cool. Quillfish was caught. It's the end of that fight now. Alright, Dokkan, we got that from you. I was like, please tell me I have an antidote. I was like, I can't deal with that little static thing dinging me every time I walk anywhere. Let's put Flaffy up front. Anyone else in the party that needs no, everyone's heart gauge is basically done. Said rider, you're not a rider, you're a performer. Don't mind me just skipping battles. I'll find them. Don't get me wrong. I'll find the Dunsparce and I'll find the Meditite. Oh, maybe that guy was one of the two. She is Rihan, so neither of them. Oh, really? Oh, you're a chaser. Ah. Well, that makes sense, I guess. Alright, Confusion should take out the Geodude. Of course it didn't. Of course it didn't. Alright. Huh. She has so many Pokemon. Holy crap. Man, I just want to get to the point where I purify my Pokemon. These guys are just here taking up so much time. Wait, I dodged. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I dodged and it still played the animation. This game really does want to waste your time. Okay. I kind of forgot they had a labyrinth at this point in the game, too. It's really, like, genuinely, there are 2 fights that matter in this entire oh, 3. There's the, Dunsparce, Meditite, Swablu. That's it. Move, Rui. I don't... Ooh. That is very nice. The Ultra Ball. Noxie. That was interesting. So he didn't see me the first time. Oh my god. Why does everyone have so many Pokemon in here? We went from, like, when there was just fighting, like, 2 Pokemon. Fine. You know what? Whatever. Fighting 4 every battle? They're all such just low XP yielding guys that resist all my spread damage? Oh my god. You can hear me trying to button mash to skip through it. I love this game. I just don't love this specific part because it's just very, it's a slow game and you put in a maze. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's... Like, you know you were pissing off people when you did this. You could have at least had the common decency to make all the battles short. But they made all of them just, like, long. Okay. Come on, go to the next one. You know, if Flaffy could evolve, I'd get Discharge. That'd be great. They keep barely fucking living. I wish they gave me a Twisted Spoon or something, so I could just boost the power. Twisted Spoon or a Psychic TM or just something. Because Espeon is just weak. It's like the strongest thing on my team, but it's still weak. And you don't get Psychic from level up until 47. You do get Psybeam soon. Psybeam's going to be useful. Psybeam is a whole 15 base power higher, so... that should help. Sorry, the leg really just kicked up right there. That was... And I'm pretty sure it's from this sitting in one position for so long. Dude, I've mentally said, like, alright, when I beat Mirror Beat, that can be the end of it, like, this episode. And then there's a fucking labyrinth. And I just need the shadow Pokemon under in here. Aye. If Rui could stop standing in the fucking way, that'd be great. Well, you're kind of a required fight. Twan? Is Twan something? Yeah. That Meditite is. The Dunsparce I've already missed. Which means I was probably that guy I walked past before. Meditite? No, Meditite doesn't really have a chance of being on the team. You know, I thought it did, but not really. There are too many fighting types I'm looking at. Like, in this game, there's, of course, the Hariyama, which is already adamant. You can't really get much better than what I already have for the Hariyama. And, yeah. Para? That's so weird. Why would you do that? Alright. So what other fighting types? There's Hitmontop. There's a phone call I gotta fucking answer. Did I catch or knock out that Meditite? Oh god. I have no idea. I did get the... I got it. Okay, cool. Alright, so I gotta find where the Dunsparce is. I was right, it was work calling me, which was... yeah. Chaser Maze. Ah. You're annoying. Based on the way how it was laid out, I thought I missed something, but I guess I didn't. So I still gotta find the Dunsparce in here somewhere. Oh! Accidentally muted it. Or accidentally stayed muted. Never mind. What's up? Just leave the pennies, it's fine. Yeah. Alright, you're good, alright. Oi, 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 oi. Yeah. It's funny. End of day deposits, now that pennies don't exist, are always funny. Especially when you get a new person who hasn't had to do a cash sale, cash at end of the day, and they're like, what do I do? You don't do anything. Anyways. Oof. Right. Do I have like anywhere I can put my foot up at? Ugh. I haven't raised my Pokemon's level at all. I wonder why it said that I could get the Gligar, or not the Gligar. Oops, I just broke whatever I'm using as a footrest. Like, the Dunsparce has to be after this guy. There's no other trainers. What are you? Valen? No, you don't have anything. I was hitting the wrong button the whole time, too. I fucking hate Retail Next right now, dude. Not Retail Next. Elgato. Everything right now. Oy. Die faster. Oh my god. There's such a slow death animation. loafing around. Cool. And now you're gone. Sick. Alright. Full heal, wow. I'm so honored. Wasted my time with that guy for a full heal. Alright. I still need the freaking Swablu and the Dunsparce. Is that in here? Okay. I heard the water and I was like, what the fuck? Sash, this is the... Okay. So the Dunsparce guy is after the Metatite guy, so this thing is slightly out of order. Which, to be fair, I did that with a different guy earlier. Unless, it depends on your playthrough. Oh, do they have... No, it's not even in Pokedex order instead. Because if they were in Pokedex order instead, I'd be like, oh, alright. Alphabetical? Ah, they're alphabetical. That's how he did it. Okay. Yeah, because you look at all these... Oh no, Slugma does not come before any of those in the Pyrite Street. Yo, I don't know how they're organized, I'm gonna be real. At first I was like, I thought it was the order you came across. Alphabetical. No. Numerically. No. With a smoke signal. No. Okay, let's see here. Bite takes out that guy. Sick. Cacnea. I'll be able to flame wheel that. Sick. Actually, no. We'll do it with the, this way. And then Umbreon can go for a secret power. Yeah, I figured. Alright. Takedown. Get a little bit of recoil on you. Oh, maybe a lot of bit of recoil. Para? No secondary effect this time. Alright. Alright, Dunsparce, done. Next is Swablu. Do I have like a full heal or a paralyzed heal? I do have a revive, I just don't want to waste the revive. I'm more likely to waste a, yeah. Wasting a paralyze heal was fine. Alright. Okay, there's no way to get across there yet. So we're looking for a Swablu, which is by a hunter. That is not a hunter, that is a child. Maybe a child named Hunter. But what's important is he's not a hunter. Believe that's a hunter. One of these two is a hunter. Maybe this one. Hunter Zalo. Yep, this one. I might have to fight the other guy anyways, though. I think he's blocking a route. Alright. Let's see. Thunder Wave into you, Confusion into Lotad. Saying he's gonna miss. Thunder Wave hits. Sick. From here, I think I go Swift and Thunder Shock into the Lotad. Yeah, it does not do much. Like, I keep hoping Swift becomes more useful. It won't. Beldum. Can I snag that instead? I wish. Para. No. Safeguard. Ay. Confusion's like quad resistive, but still gonna do damage, right? Not much. Para? No, use Safeguard. There's no para. Alright, that thing's gonna have to end up killing itself with recoil. Now it's parried. Alright. For this guy, we're gonna Ultra Ball the Swablu. And then Espeon can Confusion the Beldum. Low-key, a small part of me does feel bad for spamming the infinite ball glitch. Now that I have Ultra Balls, but honestly, I don't feel that bad. They made me go through a maze. Alright, so now we have all of them. Up to right now. Now it's Sudowoodo and the Plusle. Those are the next ones we get. Will you stop that? Yeah. Thought I heard a sound. Rendall's hopes for getting a promotion. Good. In case I did not make it clear, I do not like him. Okay. Nothing going on there. I mean, yet. There might be something later. Who knows? But since we have all of these done, I don't. He would. Trying to think what I need for this gym. Not gym. Ah, you know what? This is fine. He just has a shit ton of these guys. So I don't like how they consider this one Pyrite City. Like, it's interesting. Because the way how I know how on Cerebi he does this, where he just, when it says the found location, he just takes it right off of what the Pokemon says, where he caught it from. That's why I'm just like, it's interesting. Alright, let's just, yeah, just focus down the same side. Confuse? Rain Dance comes out. They both try to go for Rain Dance. Para? No para. Okay. Rain Dish. Go for another Confusion. It lives on one. Espeon evaded that. Alright. The other one's trying to go for Leech Seed shenanigans. It's annoying. At least I know they're both Rain Dish, not Swift Swim. I swear there's just more Ludicolo's all over the place. I accidentally split it up and I didn't attack the same guy with both. Which is just kind of a waste because of how Rain Dish is going. Yeah. That's a shame. Unless the Thunder Shock gets the para. It's not gonna. Yeah. Between the Rain Dish and that, like, he'll be healed. Let's just try doubling into the weak one. The weaker one is Swift Swim. The bulkier, higher level one is Rain Dish. Cool, use Dive. Okay, interesting. Dive Leech Seed is just annoying. And you can do it technically. There's no law against it. It's just really fucking annoying. Got Espeon up to 34. Swear to God. More Ludicolo. Went for the Thunder Wave into that one now. Okay. I'll just keep attacking the weaker one, I think. Confuse? My question is, what does the other one do this turn? Are they both gonna rain dance? Oh, that one paralyzed. Okay, cool. Yeah, they both go for it. At least the AI is a little bit too stupid. Alright, Espeon goes down. We can survive with that. Quagsire's gonna come out. I don't know why I went Quagsire. That's not a good play. But it's the one I made. Shadow Rushing that guy. That's cool. I think I was trying to be preemptive for the next guy, but the Pseudo Wudo, but yeah. You know, I don't hate the idea of getting Pseudo Wudo on the team. Alright, let's Quagsire swap out, actually. Umbreon or Makuhito would both be better in this situation. Actually, I think Makuhito would have been better for Vital throws into him. Immediate full para, good. Leech Seed into who? Umbreon, that's annoying. It probably saw a grass move into Quagsire, and it didn't account for the fact that 4 times or not a damaging move. I think it's at the point where I just double down Ludicolo now. And I am not above going for Paraflinch. Oof. Are you seeing both? Never mind. You only leech seed one of them. Following my own logic, Makuhito is a good call. Then, yeah, Vital Throw into a Bite seems fine. Bite can flinch or para. No, you freaking dive. What a coward. I don't think Paraflinch works in this generation. All it took was 2 turns of it not working, and I'm like, it doesn't work here. I like how the camera was still bouncing around like he was right there. I'm just going to go for the Great Ball on Pseudo Wudo's turn. Just tried to catch Ludicolo. Manoa must have a black aura. Alright, Umbreon's gonna take that hit and go down. Ludicolo's gonna take a big smack to the face in a second. Rock Slide. Makuhita avoids it. Oh. Vital Throw did not do enough. Quagsire's already in hyper mode? Oh no. Let's just start throwing balls. We'll throw it this turn. And then the next turn I'll probably like, I don't know, slam maybe? Yeah. Alright, let's see. And Quagsire, yeah, like I said, slam should be fine. Alright, that works. I guess he just wanted to let me get him out of that hyper mode. Alright. Nice. Oh, God. He Naruto runs out of here. Let's must be Plusle. Oh my God, why am I on a stage? Rui, get the fuck off. What is TM49? Snatch. Oh, great. Thanks. It's so gonna be useful. Hold on, you stay there. Macho Brace. I mean, I don't actually know how helpful a Macho Brace is. Like, really, you can't really EV train in this game. Like, there's no wild Pokemon to EV train against. You'd have to, like, I don't even know how you do that. Maybe some, like, switch training and knowing it, and, like, remembering certain battles and, like, going pack. Alright. I don't want the Plusle. How the fuck did that happen? What? You just blew Skidooed right into a Pokeball. Like, what the fuck was that? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go... And that's gonna be the end of today's stream. Straight up. We've been going about 3.5 hours, and it's very obvious to me that my leg is tapping out, which means I have to, get out of the sitting position, and I'm probably going to be standing for a chunk of time. Where the freak is the save spot? Right here. Right? No, I just wanted to save. I don't want story. No one cares about story. No. Bad. Alright. Yeah, like, literally, you see the snagged 17 here? If you remember from the last playthrough, it showed a lot more. Oh my god. Ugh, it showed 19. Which means we got, like... What did we get? We didn't get Entei, did we? Maybe we did. Oh, I think we lost while catching Entei. Anyways, like I said, that's it for today's stream, you guys. So, thank you all for watching. We will be keeping up again tomorrow, hopefully, where we'll get the purification. We'll probably go all the way up through catching Entei, maybe doing the Undercity. We'll see how far we go. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next one.